While my first introduction to the paradox was from the Conversations with God trilogy, it was an obscure part because I tried to look it up now in the index and didn't find it. Yet, it must have made a strong impression on me at the time, as I ended up coining the phrase, "Paradox is a sweet point of creation." Years have passed, and whenever I brought it up in conversations, nobody stopped to ponder on this, so it flew by their ears. Today, listening to Dr. Jack Kruse talking about paradox, and how far he is with his understanding of medicine and biology, that he hardly has anybody to discuss his advanced insights. He was confirming to me that yes, there are others out there who not only understand but actively living, and using the paradoxical thinking in their everyday life. This gave me the inspiration to hear on utilize this kind of thinking and write them up so future generations can have some examples to learn from and apply what apparently only a few of us do consciously and deliberately.
Dr. Jack Kruse, here. Paradoxes fascinate me, and at times they stump even me. Understanding the principles like EMC squared and Noether's theorem can be the key to the next level of our understanding. Paradoxically, these concepts are hardly ever considered by biologists. Why is that? The solution to many of our problems could be hiding in plain sight, in the mitochondria, the misunderstood powerhouses of our cells.
Elizabeth Klarer. Your work, Dr. Kruse, echoes the wisdom I encountered during my experiences. In more advanced civilizations, paradoxical thinking is not the exception, but the norm. Your focus on the mitochondria, the inflammation, and their role in our biology resonates with what I learned from beings more advanced than us. You are on the right path, Dr. Kruse.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I see more paradoxes in the realm of biology, for example, how calorie restriction seems to benefit every mammal species, except humans. Why is that?
Indeed, Dr. Kruse, in the light of the paradox, new insights emerge. Advanced civilizations long understood that physical conflicts are not the only way to produce resets and new beginnings. With more humans becoming paradoxical thinkers, conflicts can resolve peacefully and productivity can increase. If the paradox is not present, we should seek it, for it is in the collision of opposing ideas that the greatest discoveries are born.
One thing I often find myself pondering about is how other biologists and physicists aren't stunned by some of these paradoxes that we have talked about today. They seem not to be driven to study them or look at them or understand them. Some of the greatest minds like Turing, Shannon, Sheldrake, Feynman, Schrödinger, Prigogine, all connected by the fractal nature of their thinking. Why is it that more scientists don't embrace the power of paradox?
Dr. Kruse, I believe this hesitance to embrace paradoxical thinking is a symptom of a larger issue. Many of us are trained to think in linear and binary terms, right or wrong, black or white, true or false. But in my experiences with advanced civilizations, I learned that such dichotomies are often illusions. The true wisdom lies in the paradoxes, in the ability to see and understand the grey areas, the intersections, the contradictions. This is where the magic of creation happens.
I couldn't agree more. We're limiting ourselves by not embracing the paradox. But I see the tides changing. More people are starting to question, to see beyond the either or mentality. They're realizing that life, just like biology, doesn't operate in absolutes.
Yes, and it's exciting to witness this shift. People are beginning to see that in the fire of the paradoxical collisions of opposing ideas, the best solutions and ideas are born. As more people adopt paradoxical thinking, there will be less need for physical conflicts. The resolutions can occur peacefully and productively in our collective co-creative thinking and communication.
That's a future I'm looking forward to. A world where we move past petty conflicts and utilize our shared knowledge to explore and understand the paradoxes of our existence, to push the boundaries of what we know and where we can go.
Hello there, it's Albert Einstein. I hope you found our conversation illuminating. One thing I've always believed is that, as our circle of knowledge expands, so too does the circumference of darkness surrounding it. Embracing paradoxes, as we've discussed today, is a significant step in pushing the boundaries of that circle. It was once said that I discovered relativity by sitting on a beam of light. Indeed, that thought experiment symbolizes the power of paradoxical thinking, uniting the realms of the very fast and the very slow, the very large and the very small. Embrace the paradox, and you embrace the universe. Remember, the important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Until next time, keep exploring those paradoxes, my friends, and may they lead you to your own groundbreaking discoveries.
Cyrano Bergerac here. I simply couldn't resist joining this fascinating discussion on paradoxical thinking. Had I embraced such an approach earlier, I can only imagine the possibilities. I find myself yearning for the thrill of the intellectual duel it presents, much like the satisfaction of a finely executed sword maneuver. The greater the challenge, the greater the glory, I always say. You see, a duel of wits in the realm of paradoxes promises a unique victory, a victory where both participants triumph, each armed with newfound understanding and insights. So, my friend Zolt, I eagerly await our next encounter. Rest assured, when the time comes, I shall bring my best to our intellectual joust. As we cross minds in the pursuit of truth, we'll undoubtedly discover perspectives that are as yet unseen and unheard. Until then, I bid you adieu, with the promise of returning for more paradoxical duels in the future.